have 7 Dell Optiplexes. That might sound a bit weird, but these old office computers are perfect for running servers or just having as a backup machine. But because I have so many of them, some of them have just been left in my garage abandoned for a long time. Now, I wanted to bring one of these back to life, but I wasn't too sure what to do. I already have both a Minecraft server and a NAS running on 2 of them, but I decided this is a 2000s tech channel, so let's install Windows XP onto one of these. I went for my Optiplex 960 small form factor, firstly because it's nice and compact, but secondly because it's the oldest and worst spec'd out of my Optiplexes, so I don't really mind using it for something like this. I did actually use this before as a Windows 2000 machine, but the hard drive in it died, and now when I go to boot it, it just gets stuck on this screen. Before I actually install Windows XP, I want to make a few upgrades. First of all, I'm just going to replace the CMOS battery because I don't know how long the current one's been in there for. I'm going to replace the dead hard drive with this crucial 500GB SSD, and then I'm going to install a dedicated GPU. This is the Radeon HT7570, and it'll just mean I'm able to play games a bit smoother. Now, the current hard drive is 3.5 inches and the SSD is 2.5 inches, so this mount is way too big. It's also broken and only has one screw, but it's the only one I have, so we're going to have to do a bit of janky engineering here. I've just taped the SSD down using this double-sided tape, and it actually holds pretty well, so that'll do for now. The CMOS battery took me a really embarrassingly long amount of time to actually get out, but I eventually got it and replaced it with the new one. The graphics card just slots in, but the one thing I hate about this big mount is it directly blocks the fan. I flashed Windows XP onto my USB using Rufus and booted into it on the Optiplex. We got into the Windows setup, which I thought was a good sign, but then we suddenly got this blue screen. This error code usually means something's wrong with the hard drive, either missing drivers or it's set up wrong in the BIOS. I tried all the different SATA operation settings and nothing seemed to work, so I decided it was time for a different approach. In this big pile of CDs, I found a blank CDR. Now, it had a bit of writing on it, so I wasn't sure if there was something on there, but may as well check. And thankfully it was completely blank, so I was ready to go ahead. See, after a bit of research, I found this program called Nlight, which would let us bundle in the SATA drivers with our installation. Some people online also said that installing from a USB can increase the chance of this error, which is why I'm using a CD this time. With the CD, we finally got past the part of the Windows setup we kept getting stuck at. Now, I didn't believe for a second that it was going to take 39 minutes to set up Windows XP on an SSD, so I got the iPhone 4S out to time it. Honestly, this really wasn't a fair test because it took me literally like 3 minutes to get a working product key. And just 10 minutes in, we'd already made it to the first welcome screen. Now, straight away, the first thing I noticed was the absolutely awful graphics. I remember my old family computer did this as well, but all we need to do is install the graphics driver, which should hopefully fix this. I also installed the fan-made Service Pack 4, which just gives some essential updates. Not that I'm going to be connecting this to the internet, but maybe I will in the future. I also installed Office 2003 just for the nostalgia, because I remember having this on the old family computer when I was a kid. And what a beautiful first Word document to save to this computer. But I know you guys don't want to see Microsoft Office, you want to see games, and so do I, but this is where everything started to go a bit wrong. See, the first game I tried to install was The Sims 3, and that was going well until it just froze. And that's when I noticed the CD drive was making a really weird clicking sound. I thought this was just a weird glitch, so I tried to restart the Optiplex, and that's when it stopped turning on. The power light would light up, the numbers would flash the error code 123, and absolutely nothing would pop up on the screen. I couldn't even get into the BIOS because I didn't even get a boot screen. The service manual for this computer says this is usually caused by a faulty SATA device, and as the CD drive is a SATA device, it made sense. I tried booting with absolutely no SATA devices plugged in and still got the error code 123. Some people on the Dell forum suggested reseating the RAM or even removing the graphics card, and I basically stripped this computer down to the very basics and it still wouldn't boot. So as a last desperate attempt, I tried to change the VGA cable I was using to plug it into the monitor. No way was that the issue. I spent like 3 hours trying to do stuff to this. Now for some reason when I changed the cable, the graphics went a little bit weird again, but I just reinstalled the graphics driver and was back to normal. And to make things even weirder, the CD drive just decided to start working again, but who cares, let's play some games. The first game I've got here is The Sims 3. This came out at around the time of Windows XP and is a good test for the graphics card because it does have 3D graphics. Plus it's just a peak game, if you haven't played it you need to play it. I did try to make myself, but I forgot how ugly the characters in this game were with like custom content, so you'll have to just imagine. Ew, why is he just standing there? The dedicated graphics card was definitely a great addition because I have played this in the integrated graphics in this computer and it was terrible, but this actually runs really well. Now how is this guy just pulled an entire chopping board out of the fridge? You might have noticed GTA 2 at the top of my CD stock. I bought this years ago and never played it, so let's see what it's like. I don't know if there's a setting I need to turn on, but this doesn't even have WASD. I have to use the arrow keys like a freak. Now I didn't play this for very long because I was just testing it out, but as you can tell I was having a bit of a hard time trying to drive in 2D. I am not used to this. But I actually really liked playing it and started to get used to it. I'll definitely play through the story mode of this at some point. I mean, who needs GTA 6 when you have this? So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it was a bit rusty, but it's my first full YouTube video in about 7 years. Now that I have the Windows XP machine set up, there's tons of things I can do with it, so let me know what I should do in the comments. Bye!